All right, and welcome to Crossroads Live on the road. We are in Fort Worth, Texas at the Fort Worth Livestock and Rodeo Show, and I'm here with my sidekick, Miss Debbie Mason. Welcome to Fort Worth, Debbie.
I'm happy to be here. It's a beautiful, beautiful day.
It's a beautiful place.
And we've got some great interviews coming up.
We got some great interviews. We have the one and only, one of my favorite actors, Mo Headrick, another favorite actor, Bob Fanucci, and these guys are doing a movie called Heading to Mexico.
That's right.
And
in fact, they just left to
go shoot it. Yeah. So if you stay tuned, you'll get to see Bob Fanucci and Mo Headrick right here on Crossroads Live. And we are Jim and
Debbie.
And we'll be right back. All right, and welcome to Crossroads Live. Today we are at the Fort Worth Livestock and Rodeo Show. This is Crossroads Live, and I'm standing here with one of my hometown heroes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mo Headrick. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying being here.
All right, good having you here, man. We're here with Will Rogers right behind us, and isn't it great how we are here in Texas, and we honor an Oklahoma boy?
There you go.
There you go.
Only in Texas.
Only in Texas, pal. I'll tell you what we got. We want to talk. I want to tell everybody. I just found out something that you were from Orange.
Orange, Texas.
Orange, Texas, where I sort of grew up a little bit, and our hometown.
Yeah.
And but anyway, we want to talk a little bit about what happened this week. You did a commercial. Tell us about that commercial.
I worked on a commercial with Cindy Crawford, a Rooms to Go commercial, and it's going to be a Western. I don't know when it's going to air or anything, but it was tough working with her.
I would imagine. Your wife let you back in the house?
Barely, yeah.
Well, I heard you say something the other day about it was cold and it was raining, but what the heck, I had lunch with Cindy Crawford, right? Yeah.
Forget about the weather.
Forget about the weather.
Yeah.
Anyway, I heard R.J. Vanderbilt was in there.
He was in there, sure was.
And, I heard about the horse he was riding.
Yeah. It wasn't a very good horse.
No, it wasn't.
No.
RJ, we can only kidding you, buddy.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have laughed if you'd have fell off, would we?
He's a good rider.
Is he a good rider?
Oh, no, we wouldn't laugh.
No, we wouldn't laugh. All right, I'll tell you what, you've got this new movie that you're working on. We want to talk about that today. And you wrote it, you're directing it, and you're starring in it.
Well, I'm doing a little cameo thing.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Yeah. It's called Heading for Mexico. and we're going to shoot it with all Texas talent. And we're shooting here in Texas. I mean, everything's going to be Texas. And, you know, we just need more Westerns. You know, we talked about before, our heroes were all cowboys.
Sure.
We grew up with the Westerns. We just want to keep that alive.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is you have in this movie one of my favorite actors, Bob Fanucci.
Yes, sir.
Now, so tell me a little bit about, are we giving it away if we tell about the character he plays a little bit?
Oh, no. Actually, he and I play the same person, except I'm the old guy telling the story, he's the young guy doing the story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about he's accused of robbing a bank, and we really don't know. It's kind of a mystery whether he did or whether he didn't. But it's kind of telling his side of the story.
Okay.
So the audience can make up their mind at the end if he did or if he didn't.
So we're hoping that this is going to be a full-length feature.
That's what we're hoping for. Yes.
Now, Waterhole, you did Waterhole.
I did Waterhole.
And that was how long?
Waterhole was about 35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Yes, so compared to short.
And let you know, ladies and gentlemen, this man, he wrote it, he directed it, and did you star in it?
I had a little cameo in it.
A cameo? Wait a minute, you're like Albert Hitchcock.
Yeah.
All right, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Just have a good time doing them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big family making a movie.
Well, you told me in Heading for Mexico. Is that the name of it? Heading. I want to get it right, so I want everybody to go see this movie when it comes out. Because I'm going to tell you what, some of my favorite people in the world are also in this movie. My Civil War reenactor buddies.
Yeah. Ron, all those guys are going to be out there playing veterans of the Civil War because it happened in 1883.
Yeah.
And we just got a ton of good people in it.
So where do you get your ideas from? I mean, where is it imaginary, or did you see something somewhere that just triggered it off? Or?
I drink a lot. No, just kidding.
Oh, I was going to call. I better not say that.
No, I really don't know. It's just I can be just driving down the road and an idea will hit me.
Yeah.
And I keep a pad with me. I jot it down, and then when I get home, I start working it. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then.
I was driving down the road one time, and an idea hit me, and it turned out it was my old lady hit me with her purse. So,
yeah.
Damn dummy, you went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Anyway, but listen, I want to tell you what. Let's take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk to your co-star, Bob Fanucci, a little bit, and get some ideas that he's got going on. Yeah. And because I know Bob is a wonderful actor.
He's great.
He's a great actor, and so we will be right back. Right now, we have a few words from Morgan Freeman about your environment.
We are all students in the School of Big Storms. We have learned what happens when governments, families, and communities aren't prepared for hurricanes. Now, scientists say a changing climate may mean more frequent and violent storms, and we need to act before the next big storm hits to prepare and protect families and communities and restore the natural defense system, the wetlands and forests that protect us all from high water and winds. Together we can do it. Learn how.
All right, and welcome back to Crossroads Live. We are in Fort Worth at the Fort Worth Live Stock and Rodeo Show, and I'm here with one of my favorite actors, Mr. Bob Fanucci. Welcome back to the show, buddy.
Wow, thank you, Jim.
It's great to have you here, man.
Well, it's good to be here. This is a wonderful facility, the Will Rogers Memorial Center, right here in Fort Worth.
Right.
Man, this is where the West is.
You can't tell no lies because we got Will Rogers right behind us. He's keeping an eye on us now.
Rodeo from Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, he is from Oklahoma. He was from Oklahoma. And you know, the great thing about him was, you know who he discovered? Did you know?
Oh, tell me.
Gene Autry.
Really?
Yeah, well, I've told this before and I'll tell it again. Just so people will know who didn't know. One night, Will Rogers was a newspaper man, and he was writing an article. And he went to the telegraph office at the railroad station to send in his daily report for the newspaper. Well, Gene Autry was in there playing the guitar and singing. And he said, you know, young man, you're good enough to be on the radio. Look what he started. What a career.
God, what a career.
What a career.
Singing cowboy, too.
Yeah, singing cowboy. I wanted to be a singing cowboy, but I ran into a small problem. I can't sing. Anyway, so let's talk about you getting ready to shoot a movie, man.
Yes, I've been called up again here in Fort Worth. I'm working on Heading for Mexico. I play McCord. I am accused of robbing a bank.
Robbing a bank. That's accused now. Accused of robbing a bank. That don't mean you did it. That's the mystery, right?
That's the mystery.
That did he or did he not? And so what I understand, you play a character that is the young version of Mo's character.
Right, Mo Headrick. Right?
Yeah.
He's the writer and director of Heading for Mexico, and I play the younger character.
Yeah. So, but you're really the star, right?
Oh,
No, let's not start that. Talk about, I want to ask you, I don't know if I've ever asked you this before. What was your first film? What first movie did you work in?
Well, actually, a couple of the first films I worked with was a company out of Austin, Texas area, Ponderous Productions. I was in a film called OK, which segued to another film that was out of Austin with the same company, Ponderous Protection. That would be Bass Reeves.
Oh, okay.
Then I started working over here, and then I was a star in Courage.
Right.
Texas Jack.
I know I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen a clip of it, and you were in there with my friend. What's her name? I can't remember.
Stephanie Reba Jones.
One of the greatest singers I've ever met. You know, I'm telling you. And so, but now this movie, I remember you brought a movie to us now. Is this what we're talking about?
Okay, that was a compile of 3 movies called 1870 Texas, and that would have The Reckoning, that was a director, William Booth, and then we had Courage, director William Booth, and we had Jail Wagon, director by William Booth, with our special guest star, Cherie J. Wilson.
Yeah,
from Walker, Texas
Walker,
Ranger.
Texas Ranger, right. Did she not also work on Dallas? Did she work on
Yes,
Dallas?
she did.
I thought I remember working with her on Dallas, yeah.
I got to see her a lot. I didn't get to work with her, but I got to see her.
Yeah, well, I was working in a scene with her. I was just an extra. I don't want to mislead anyone. Anyway, but anyway, no, which is, television. How much television have you done?
Not much.
Not much.
Done a little bit with Bailout with Dennis O'Neill. So,
All right, yeah.
kind of a
Marshall Teague.
Yeah, Marshall Teague. That's
Marshall
right.
Teague's in that, and Burton Gillum.
Burt Gillum, right? Absolutely.
I know these guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I got a little piece. That's kind of more of a cameo. I play Cletus.
Who?
Cletus. I'm a skip. I skip out.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were going to go, well, I played Cletus T. Judd. No Cletus T. Who I interviewed once. Yeah, and he was great, by the way. But it was a great show. I really remember. And back in the days when we used to do shows down at DCTV, thought I'd give that a little plug. And but anyway, so you got this coming up that y'all gonna start filming this afternoon, right?
That's right.
When y'all leave here, y'all headed to
Weatherford. This is day one.
Day one. Man, I want to wish y'all all the best of luck. on that. Heading for Mexico.
Heading for Mexico. Can I give a little holler to my hometown?
Go right ahead.
You know, they haven't got to see me a whole long time. I haven't been there for a whole long time. I actually kind of raised up in Oildale, California.
Where is Rodeo,
It's
California?
about 115 miles south of Los Angeles.
Headed
North. Excuse
North.
me.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
See, it's been so long.
Wait a minute.
North.
You haven't been home in a long
That's
time.
right.
Well, I remember Pismo Beach.
Pismo Beach
Yeah.
is a wonderful area. Grew up, drove over there about every summer. Pismo Beach, Avila. I do miss California.
Yeah.
In the shaky city.
Yeah, but you're here in the land of Texans.
This is where the West comes alive, the legends. I get to work with the Texas Western legends and the legends of Texas. This film has all Texas talent, you know, and the Texas reenactors that you can see probably Saturday and Sunday at the Fort Worth Stockyards.
Probably.
They perform.
Most of them are here because the Civil War guys who are also in the movie with you
Right.
will be here today. We'll be on Crossroads later. So, you know, and y'all will probably be gone. You know, I think the limo's coming to pick y'all up, right?
Right. I'm looking for them right
Yeah, the limo's on the way. And I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. And here's a word from the American Lung Association, and we'll be right back on Crossroads Live with Mo and Bob.
Today I'm out here with my pal Danny Boy, and we have a message for you from the American Lung Association. If you don't smoke, don't start. And if you do smoke, find a way to stop. Now, we know that it's not easy, so check with your doctor. He'll be the first one who'll be glad to help show you the way. Now, for a better quality of life and a longer life, stop smoking today. So, for me and Danny, to all of you, good luck, God bless, and here's hoping we see you at the Crossroads.
All right, and welcome back to Crossroads Live. We are here at the Fort Worth Livestock Rodeo Show, and I'm standing here between two of my favorite actors and friends. I'll tell you, I got Mo Headrick on my right. Hello, Mo. Say hello, Mo.
Hello, Mo.
And I got Bob on my left. Hello, Bob. Say hello, Bob.
Hi, Jim.
All right. All right. And I tell you what, we are here today talking about heading for Texas. And we want to talk a little bit about Sundown because you're a major player in that.
Well, I had a part in it, yes, but yes, I was a major player.
Quit being so
I
modest.
played Frank. I was the head of the outlaw gang.
Well, the thing about it is you were in so many of those episodes. You know, every day I would tune in just to watch you.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, it's like they were almost going to get me, and then I'd get away. Yeah. So it was pretty good.
And so they did away with our other buddy, didn't they?
Yeah, I did.
You know
I got
what
away.
I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And Scott Mendez is no longer there.
No, he got put away. Yeah.
I think they buried him.
Yeah, they did. Rattlesnake got him.
Is that what got him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a really good adventure. If nobody's seen Sundown, you need to go to westernsontheweb.com, and it's got the whole series on there.
And we want to thank Bob Terry for putting us in it.
That's right. Bob Terry and Johnny Terry, they're just super couple, and they did a great job with this thing. Sure did.
Well, the amazing thing about it is, Bob, when they put me in this thing, The only crime I had was the slap, the backhand. Well, I had to backhand Johnny Terry, and that bothered me a little bit, and because I ain't brave enough to hit no woman.
Especially not Johnny.
Yeah, especially not Johnny. But anyway, Johnny, Bob, we all love y'all, and we thank you again for giving us that great opportunity. And so, you today, tomorrow's a big shootout.
Big shootout.
Yeah. And do you get shot or?
Yes, I get shot, and I get to do a nice stunt falling down in a riverbank.
Okay. What we're telling you is it's okay to tell that he gets shot, but we ain't telling who does it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait for the movie.
Top secret.
Top secret. I'll tell you what. Well, Mo, is there anything you want to talk to our audience about, tell about the project, and let you tell it in your own words?
No, not really. No. Basically, as we talked about earlier, it's an all-Texas movie. It's all Texas talent. And we've got some great horsemen in it. We've got some good actors. We've got great wardrobe, weapons. I mean, everything is just going to be real period. It's the time of 1883. And there's a little humor in it, but basically it's a real, sure enough Western. If you like Westerns, you'll want to see this movie.
Is it big question for you. Is it in black and white?
No, sir, it'll be in color, but you can take the whole family to see it. It's one of those.
That's the kind of movies I like.
That's the kind we make. That's the kind we make.
Yeah. Well, that's the Bob Terry too. He's the same way, and he's really the same way. That's why he didn't cast Bob in this last one, because we have to watch his language. I'm only joking, Bob. It's only a joke, man. And so any future plans beyond heading for Mexico? Or are you just going to go to Mexico and stay?
I'd like to stay there. No, actually, I have 2 offers in the pipe. I learned in this industry, especially indie films, that you don't get too excited until you step on set.
Yeah. So how did you enjoy working for Dennis?
Dennis O'Neill. Okay, on Bailout.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with him. He has a sidekick, Terry Kaiser, with him, and I get to do a little cameo in there, and Dennis recognizes me as the skip, and the race is on.
Did you know little Ronnie? The little lady, Ronnie? Did she work on that? Humble.
Oh, yes, I do. I know Ronnie Humble.
Yeah, she worked in a movie with me called Truth or Fiction. And she was in the movie and did a wonderful job. Wonderful job.
She's quite jovial, nice person.
Yeah, great personality and great person. Yeah, great person. I'll tell you, if you listen to us, we only work with people we like,
That's about right. That's about right.
Well, no, not everybody can handle these Westerns and things that we have to do.
Well, there's been so much junk coming out the Westerns. Too much violence, too much sex, too much dirty language. And what we're trying to do is make good, clean Westerns like they made back in the 50s and 60s. And we think that we've got a good product coming out, and we hope everybody comes see it.
Yeah, I want everybody to come see it. I'll tell you what, I want to ask Bob about, you were mentioning about some of the people that you wish you could have worked with. You want to name a couple of them, or can you?
Well, that depends how far I go back.
Well, I mean,
I wish I could have worked with Chuck Connors. I wish I worked with Richard Boone. Was it Desi Arnaz, Gunsmoke? And then you can bring it on up, Sam Elliott, Tom Selleck, and their Western films, and come up a little bit close, a little bit more recent, then of course I'm working with some great Texas talent here.
You certainly are. You're working one of the best right here.
Right now, believe it or not, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but Kit Brooks from Brooks and Dunn has a Western film out. Cherie Wilson, Jay Wilson, I believe, is in it, and William Shockley. Kind of give them a little bump, Hey, I can be an extra, a feature, or something like that.
Yeah, right.
I have to work with them,
Yeah.
But they're keeping the West alive.
Yeah.
And I like to see a lot more young people get involved. As far as the legends, come in. Not that I'm really old, but I'm beginning to age out. I can't play a young Sheriff Bean like I played in OK,
Yeah.
you know. But clean Western films, you know, and then of course what we're dealing with now, a lot of things digital, computer generated graphics and things like that. You know, it's like, you know, we actually live it. We're actually living. We have fun, and I'm going to tell you, we have long hours. Tomorrow is going to be like, it's probably going to be in sub-freezing weather where we're going to be on a location, you know, and if you're not with actors and friends that you love, it makes it a long, long day. And so,
But what you're saying reminds me of our friend Ron, who's one of the Civil War guys, and he told me the very first time I interviewed him, he said, you know, when I started this with the Civil War thing, it was a hobby, but it became my passion. And that's the same way what you're saying. Yeah, and I'm sure the same way with you, Mo.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I started out as a wrangler. I furnished horses for movies and things. And then I got to know some stunt guys that come out for a couple hours, and then they'd be gone. They'd draw a big paycheck. So I got in the Stunt Association. I did stunts for a little over 20 years. And I got to really work with some of the older Western stars because I got in at the right time. But I got in at the tail end. So I knew that eventually I wasn't going to be able to do the stunts. Because, you know, you get older, it's like playing football. You can only do it for so long. After that, I thought...
If you have a deflated ball.
That's true. That's true. So then I went into writing and directing and producing and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And you do it. And you do it quite well.
Well, thank you. And the main thing is we are, like Bob was saying, we're keeping that spirit alive of the Old West.
Yeah.
To where the kids can go in there on a matinee movie and you don't have to worry about being a babysitter because that movie is going to babysit them.
And you sit there, and I remember that as a kid, sit there and watch a movie all day long. You know, so the same one.
Yeah.
All right, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to wrap things up right here with Mo and Bob, and we want to thank you both for coming out today and spending some time with us, old buddy.
Thank you, Jim.
And thank you, Bob. And
it's a pleasure.
actually, show them people that gun you got there, man. Pull that thing out. Don't mess with this, man. I'm telling you.
There it is right there. That's about as far as it's going to
Yeah, that's where he's going to bring it out. Okay, we want to thank you all for watching, and we'll be right back on Crossroads Live, so stay tuned with us. And I think Morgan Freeman's coming up.
We are all students in the School of Big Storms. We have learned what happens when governments, families, and communities aren't prepared for hurricanes. Now, scientists say a changing climate may mean more frequent and violent storms, and we need to act before the next big storm hits, to prepare and protect families and communities and restore the natural defense system, the wetlands and forests that protect us all from high water and winds. Together we can do it. Learn how.
So, till we meet again, good luck, God bless, and we'll see you at the Crossroads. Let's go, Dan.